Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. There she is. Welcome, Hare Krishna. Most beautiful woman in the universe. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda. Sri Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna. There she is, another beauty here. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, my Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. There she is. Another beauty. 3 beauties here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Shri Oh. Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Gauranga. Gauranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Nityananda, Nityananda, Gauranga, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So now, back to Bhakti Ratnakara here. The identity of Govinda Das. Govinda was the younger brother of the great devotee. Of the great devotee. Which devotee? He was Ramachandra Kaviraj. Okay. Everyone appreciated Govinda's versatile genius in the scriptures. He composed many nectarian songs, which brought pleasure to Jiva and Sri Lokanath. In his songs, he enumerated the glories of the Goswamis of Raj, and therefore received the title Kaviraj from Lokanath and Sri Jiva. The scent of the verses relating to Sri Krishna Chandra, carried by the restless vernal breeze, blowing from the sandal mountain of Sri Govinda Kaviraj, enchanted the desire tree of Sri Jiva Goswami and his bumblebee-like devotees, and intoxicated the people of Vrindavan. What activity is more worthy of praise? Sri Jiva Goswami repeatedly sent letters from Braj requesting Govinda Das to compose more songs. Sri Govinda Kaviraj responded to the request and sent many nectarian songs to Sri Jiva in Vrindavan. I shall discuss this again later, but for now I will say that Sri Govinda Kaviraj became the center of the life for the Vaishnavas. The verses composed by him grew in beauty and flavor, and Nartam, Ramachandra Kaviraj, and others were always engaged to taste their substantial sweetness. The experts wanted to say Govinda Das wrote verses in such a satisfied mind that his sincere satisfaction helped his verses become so enchanting. King Hari Narayan, a devout Vaishnava, did not so respect any other person except Ramachandra. I check myself for going into details regarding the initiation of Hari Narayan by Ramachandra, or the initiation of other people under Hari Narayan. Sri Govinda Das composed the book Sri Ram Charita and dedicated it to Sri Hari Narayan. One of the songs in the book says, "All glories to Ramachandra, Rama Raghunandan, who is the beloved husband of the daughter of Janaka, and who is eternally adored by the deities, human beings, apes, flying creatures, and night-traveling entities. All glories to him whose complexion is the color of green grass, mixed with the newborn cloud of the rainy season." And whose eyes are black as Kaliram. Remains peaceful during the battles, wearing his arrows on his right shoulder and his bow on his left. He remains peaceful during his battles, wearing his arrows on his right shoulder and his bow on his left. His character is as deep as an ocean. All glories to him whose brother Bart has sincerely worshipped his sandals by shading them with an umbrella and fanning them with a chamara. He is the god whom Shiva, Brahma, Sanaka, and Sanatan and other gods attend with folded hands. All glories to him. All glories to him who is worshipped by Maruta Nandan as the only God. I, Govinda Das, always keep in my heart the truth that Raj Hari Narayan is his guardian. Being ordered by Sri Santosh Dutta and Raj Hari Narayan, wrote the drama named Sangita Madhava. There in the courtship of Sri Radha, there in the courtship of Sri Radha Krishna is so beautifully described in that Santosh Datta became enchanted. The biography of Santosh Dutta. I hope my audience will be satisfied after hearing the biography of Santosh. In the capital city of Golopura, on the bank of the river Padmavati, lived King Krishna Nandan Dutta and Purushottam Dutta, who were both great personalities. Krishna Das was the younger brother of Sri Purushottam Dutta, and people in general liked to see the cordial relationship between the two brothers. Sri Krishnananda's son was Sri Narottam, whose character was already described. Santosh was the son of Sri Purushottam and the nephew of Krishnananda, and was so efficient in the execution of royal affairs. He was an efficient man who had great influence on the king of Gaur, the ministers of the state, and also the subjects of the king. Everyone obeyed him. He was so kind-hearted that he won the love of everyone. Simultaneously, he was a respected scholar who enjoyed his absorbing study of the scriptures. He was the brother of the disciple of Narottam and remained always in the service of his guru, Krishna and the Vaishnavas. He was the brother and disciple of Narottam and remained always in the service of his guru, Krishna and the Vaishnavas. In the drama Sri Sangita Madhava, the same narration about the life of Santosh Dutta has been quoted. Who in this world is more fortunate gentleman than Sri Santosh Dutta, who has earned the dual blessing of Sri Radha and Madhava by his own devotional endeavors, and has been able to place their forms in his lotus-like heart? Who is more favored than Sri Santosh Dutta, who has been able to reveal the true identity of the deity of Sri Radha Madhava, by dint of his own purity and his desire to do good to the people of the world? Oh, by the wonderful endeavor of Sri Santosh Dutta, the deity of Sri Gauranga, then Sri Radharaman, and at last Sri Radhakanta revealed themselves. Oh, by the wonderful endeavor of Sri Santosh Dutta, the deity of Sri Gauranga, then Radharaman, and at last Sri Radhakanta revealed themselves. Oh, what nectarian devotional meetings, philosophical discussions, and sincere worship of the Guru is being conducted in Narottam's house. There is no place more secure than the feet of Santosh, where real devotees and misery-stricken mankind can find relief. People in general admired Sri Santosh for his wonderful devotional activities. Some thought he must have supernatural power, which kept him on the strict path of devotion. Without such power, how could a human accumulate such devotional strength? Sounds like a revival to me. Can you relate to this? Can you see the same kind of philosophical destruction, same strict path of devotion, not wavering, not going here and there, not thinking, oh, I think I'll be a Buddhist today. Maybe I'll become a Christian. Maybe yeah, maybe I'll go back to Vaidhi Bhakti. Maybe it's all about the gruntas. Maybe we should just worship the living book and no living devotees. Maybe, this is the fickle mind. So I need a lot of devotional experience. A lot of devotional experience. That's why I like this biography. It just, it shows you when you're on the real path, that's its style. You just, the same Lord that was strengthening those devotees are here also helping us, which is really amazing. You can see, it's like these things. By the wonderful endeavor of Sri Santosh Dutta, the deity of Sri Gauranga, then Sri Radha Raman, and at last Radhakanta revealed themselves. So you see how it works in a progression like that. First, Lord Chaitanya become very attracted, see? And then Radha and Krishna. Just it's the next stage. It comes really fast here too, if you've noticed. Yeah. Oh, what nectarian devotional meetings! Oh, do we have it? Oh, we have these nectarian. See, they like the devotional meetings. What does this people think? Now I've arrived. I'm no more devotional. Don't need it now. I don't need to go. I just watch Netflix. No need for devotional meetings. Do you think they ever gave it up there? You ever think they finally evolved past this? See, so that it's just it just it shows you the real path, and see that's why somebody's got to hold the path, man. Lolita was talking about this morning. We got to continue this on forward, because as soon as it stops, I mean, this kind of worship stops, the fickle mind comes in, and nobody can be steady and dedicated to the path of real devotion, pure devotion, without mixing it with all this other stuff, which you don't need on this. When you're really fixed in devotion, why do you need to mix it with anything? All you've attained the greatest endeavor. You can do what God does now. You think God is thinking about, let me follow this rule and that rule. He's just thinking about his devotees and with loving devotional feelings. And you're thinking about the Lord with loving devotion. You're part of that group. So you got this is called special mercy. This is available now to everybody. People don't understand it. Around devotees, real devotees, and these kinds of meetings that we're having here every day, you can penetrate all the coverings of the universe and be helped by Radha and Krishna in the spiritual dimension. And that is help indeed, man. Nobody gets that kind of help easily. I mean, you do easily if you come in sadhu sangha. Otherwise, very hard. Very difficult to get this kind of mercy, this kind of grace. Look at just as not to criticize them, just look at the Vaidhi Bhaktas. They don't get simply because they don't come here, simply because they don't take advantage. See? And those who do, they're real bhakti, real bhakti. It starts to manifest, come out into their own awareness. Oh, wow, this is what bhakti is. I really started, when I was chanting this morning, I really started to get realize, I just love this. This is so fantastic to have this relationship with God. Nothing like it. I started to understand the meaning, again, of the true vine and why Jesus preached that. I am the true vine and my Father is the gardener. Because that's what it's all about. You got to find the true vine, the true branch on the Chaitanya tree, the living branch, not dead branches, not withered branches. Without the devotee. See, Jesus said, if you depart from me, you'll be like a branch outstretched. See, that's like a Vaishnava with a dhoti. or a Christian, could be a Christian. See, you look like a Christian. You wear the signs of a Christian, whatever that is. Say like a Vaishnava, you look like a Vaishnava. You wear the external signs of a Vaishnava. You're in the Vaishnava groups, but you have no life. What is life? See, people don't know what is life. What is life is what you see in this sadhu sangha. What we welcome. See, we welcome the real manifestation of God. He's very, real manifestation of God's consort, which is this ecstatic devotion. If you don't welcome this, you're not welcoming the true God. You don't know who you're worshiping. Can you see? It's just logical. The true God is Sat Chit Ananda. People need to ask questions. Well, what is, let me ask it for you. People are so dumbed down they can't ask these essential questions. What is Satchitananda? Satchitananda is the true supreme personality of Godhead. It's his true God. He is full of knowledge about the absolute, unquestionable, well, people question it, the absolute eternal truth. Distinguished from this dark piece of crapola out here that people think is so people think is so great. Yeah. And he's this incredible, intense Ananda. A little portion of it you see here, a small little portion of it. Our bodies would explode to have the full impact of that Ananda. He has to tone it down. That's God. People don't know. They don't even question what is God. That's why a lot of people reject. Oh, God, it's just another mundane idea. It's to control. People into God, they just want to control you. Isn't that what they do in ISKCON? Oh yeah, come to us and we'll use Prabhupada's books to control you. By the way, we're the guru. We're no any better than you. You don't have any. I don't have any ecstatic devotion, and you don't either. But we'll play. I'll play guru. You play dedicated follower, and come to me. Oh, Gurudev, please give me some mercy. Oh, mercy, mercy. What is the mercy you want? I don't know. My brothers are all doing this. We're all, please give me mercy, Gurudev. Oh, he's so great. Jai, Gurudev. What has he done for you? I don't know. We just do this. It's just, I don't know. This is what devotees do. I'm looking over here. They're jumping up and down. I jump up and down. I mean, really, isn't that? I mean, is that enough for you out there? Anybody out there got a little more desire? Are you just a religious sheeple? Basically, you got sheeples in religion, you got sheeples in the world, and your authority. Oh, well, they're in authority because they're in a position. Isn't that what sheeples do? They can't think. By the way, is this person qualified? What is the qualified? That's why I have to create a checklist. Well, this is our qualifications, for Gurudev's checklist. You check off, Figure out mic. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I have the wrong mic on. Let's try this here. Let me check this out here. Okay, audio. Default. Oh, yeah, I know. It's a meteor. Audio input. No, mic is good. Mic is good. Mic is wonderful. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, the idea is in the proper sadhu sangha is for those who are greedy. Do you really want to know the truth? I was listening to this one guy this morning. The guy has analyzed everything going on in the world. It's kind of interesting. You see, everything they have out there it's amazing. All these things, television, programming, all they're telling you exactly what Maya's telling you, what she's doing to you. And the guy figured it all out. He says, listen, look at all the words they use. Going to court, you're just going there, play court, and the referee in the court is the judge, and they're just playing a game. The judge is throwing back, and then somebody wins the game. It's just court, all kinds of things like this. But the interesting, he said, there's one thing in the world people don't want to know. Most people don't want to know. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know the truth. They want to stay in illusion. See? This goes for religion. The masses in religion and the masses in the world do not want to know the truth. It's like the end of the matrix. The architect says, listen, I got so many followers. They don't want to know the truth. They don't want to know. They just want to be told what to do. And they want to comply. This is what they want to do. The masses are like this. The masses are there. So Jesus knew the same thing. That's why he said, whoever's meant to be drawn here will be drawn here. Same thing. He didn't compromise his message. He divided the world for those who want to be delivered. And you take shelter of a liberated soul. It's always been like this. We have more. That's why I'm with the Vedas. That's why, these people, they preach all these weak things. And I said, the strongest thing I found are the Vedas in Disciplic 9, not just a Hinduism thing. He said, oh, I'm following my father. He's a Hindu. A Hindu? I'm not a Christian personally. I'm not a Hindu. I'm a follower of the truth. The truth is God has many forms. I love that. I love that. My God, now I can understand logically that God is not a limitation placed on him by man. I hated that. I always hated. Why do you put God like you, a piece of shit? You make God a piece of shit, a limited person. You make a God an idol worshiper. You promote idol worship. You don't understand the concept of guru and what is a guru? You don't ask questions, nothing. I hate it. I don't like that. If anything I hate lies. I don't even mind the lies of demons. They just, it's just, if you believe the demons, well, that's your God, man. Everybody should have a, free will to worship whatever God they want. You want to worship demons that want to put masks on and inject you with poison? Go for it, man. It's your free will. If you're still like that and that's your God and you won't listen to the truth, what are you going to do? God will take you out. That's what he's doing. People are already dying from this, getting sick and all kinds of weird shit just from wearing a mask. I can't believe people are religiously wearing that thing on the friggin' street. See, that's their God. Well, I'm programmed, man. I watch my program every day. That makes sense to me, man. Just follow the program. The architect. The architects my life, man. Whatever I hear on TV and the mainstream news, that's what I do. I believe. I'm a believer, man. Blind believer. The masses are like that. And the masses in religion are like, do you think I want a lot of those people here? No. What would be a big problem? I had to spend half the thing last night, talking about, some of the person there. Oh, my father said, yeah, right. So could you imagine having 1,000 of those here to deal with? We would never get any nice sweetheart guitar. Krishna knows that. He sends us the people who want to be delivered, who want to know the truth, who can take the knowledge that they're worshiping friggin' idols that can't do anything for it. How come I haven't fallen down? How come I chant in ecstasy every day after I just smash these gurus to smithereens every friggin' day? It's necessary. I'm smashing your idols. You idolize things that are no life in them yet. There's no life in idols. They're just idling away your time. You can only hear this kind of preaching when something better is here. Because most people believe in idols. Or most people sell out. Teachers sell out and give respect to idols. Oh, we give respect. It's just like this Joe Rogan guy. Okay, people think, wow, he's for truth and everything. He's selling out like crazy. I've been watching that guy. Oh, by the way, I want to apologize and all that. Oh yeah, I want to apologize for this. See, even he got you because you can't just do it on your own, man. You need to be in the Lord to confront the Maya. He's compromising like crazy, man, and will continue to do so because you can't do this on your own, man. He'll sell out. He'll start. They're already using him now as a controlled, what do you call it? Controlled opposition. They're already controlling him now. He's just, that's just Maya's the point is Maya's insurmountable unless you're in the real Lord. Yeah. Be in him, and then when he's in you, watch out, man. Watch out. Watch the idols break. Why not? It's his game, isn't it? Hey, man, you think I could give these classes every day and talk about these things and cry and laugh and everything? It's only because the Lord is inside here in this temple. That's it. Lolita can't cry unless and laugh and give nice classes unless the Lord was inside. That's why I give honor to anybody. Look at River, she has God inside her. She knows my Lord. Anybody who knows my Lord, not the fake lords that people are promoting, the idols. No, the real Lord, the Satchidananda Lord. Can't you tell? Satchidananda is living in their bodies. Isn't that amazing there? Shamagori, Satchidananda, that's God. Hey, man, I love saying truth, man. Truth is fantastic. The only ones who don't like it are gurus who don't have it. Why would they like it? They just take the whole illusion down. All of a sudden, we're just like, no, we want to be better than our disciples. They got to keep giving us, and we want to do this. Come on, man, let's just take the illusion down and be happy in ecstasy. Be happy in real truth and real bhakti. Then you're a real guru. You can really enlighten people. And then, it's, a deserving thing. And it's only deserving because God's, he's living inside you now, man. It just makes it work. And naturally, spontaneously. Because God is authentically inside you and people can see it. We're just taking the veil up. That's all. Or taking the veil down. Just take the thing down. Just, why do you think Jesus said the truth will set you free? You think it's just a bunch of words? The words that you could say hypocritically? Oh, yeah, I'm a Guru Dave. Truth will set you free. Let me tell you a few lies in the name of truth. See, that's the world, man. That's religion. That's why abandon all varieties of religion and surrender to who? What? Truth. And ecstasy, especially ecstasy. You want that. They play on each other, truth, ecstasy. It's like an oscillation, man. You want that oscillation, man. You want that frequency. You want to hum there, man. You want to become a Hummer. You notice the Hummer is the most expensive car. But the Hummer, it's a beautiful car. They make it into limousines and all that. But a Hummer is a workhorse. It's got 4-wheel drive, man. It goes where nothing else can go, man. You want to be a Hummer, man. That's the real Lord, man. And he goes and he breaks icebreaker. We should call this is a sangha, sadhu sangha of the Hummers. All Hummers come here, man. We make Hummers, man. This is an assembly line to make Hummers. Best of all cars. So it's a great utility vehicle. Another good one today. Where are these? It's like rabbit out of a hat or something, You ever wonder? You see the magician, he pulls a rabbit out of the hat. How do he do that, man? I say this every day I come here. Hey, where'd that rabbit come from, man? Freddie says, Vitae dry hoppers only make good impression on negative. Well, you may not agree with all we preach here and talk here, but it's entertaining. You got to admit that. You don't see a show like this just anywhere, man. How do we get this from all of this here? I don't know. Okay, back to the story. Yeah. Yeah, see, oh, by the wonderful endeavors of Sri Santosh, the deity, Sri Gauranga, then Raman, and then Sri Radha Krishna revealed themselves. And so that's the thing. See, by the guru, you get attached. See, this is our line, man. This is why I love this line. What happened then happens again. So therefore the revival. Isn't that funny? This shows you this is so bona fide. This is the living book. You know, you come here and you see that verse there of that truth that happened 550 years ago is happening again. You come here, you get the real guru who is empowered with the same potency that devotee was, and then you get Lord Chaitanya, and then Radha Raman, see, the Radha Krishna, who are all the deities there, see? And you get love of God, and because that's what it's all about. See? So this is what devotees should be looking for. See, if you come here, you'll get intelligent. You'll start to think straight. Oh, yeah, that's what it's about. Let me find what has happened before where there was love of God. What are its symptoms? What are its qualities? What was going on? And let's see, is there some place where that's going on now? See, that's this place and only this place. This is not going on in ISKCON, and it's not going on in the purebhakti.com's, what do you call it? Sri Samiti, Krishna Samiti. It's not going on in Prem Parojana's group. Oh, they do a good talk, but not the energy, man. Not the love of God. Oh, no, they would never express that. Not allowed. We couldn't even get one of their devotees to come to our meeting. Remember, they were going to come and they got talked out of it. It always works like that. I almost talked one of my ex-students who went over there and got polluted, literally. And he was almost coming back. He started to feel the creepers start to grow again, and they talked him right out of it. So he's still weak. So people might say, Gohar, you see, you're offensive devotees. Oh, yeah, we should just let that go on. Don't let anybody know where the real truth is. Don't use any of the experiences I had. I was in that Sangha a year and a half. Don't use any. Just let it all go on. Don't give anybody there an opportunity. Maybe that somebody might be looking for the real truth. And they've been told, oh, yeah, we're purebhakti.com. Come to our gurus out here. They smile really nice. Yeah. Oh, but purebhakti.com. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, that's many lifetimes before that. But we like to use the name. Wouldn't I mean, isn't it nice to be congruent? I mean, to me, logical is like purebhakti.com. Doesn't that mean if I go there, I'm going to get pure bhakti? Why don't I get pure bhakti after being there 20 years? I had a lady there who was there 20 friggin' years. And then I'm preaching, I'm eating a nice meal, talking about Gauranga and ecstasy. And I still remember this. And she says, are you sure you're pleasing Prabhupada? And by the way, it's offensive to eat and speak about the Lord. I said, that's what you learned in 20 years with Narayan Maharaj? And I had the same friggin' experience, man. I was eating prasadam there in the temple, and these guys were with him for 20, 30 years, 40 years maybe. And my knee touched the mat, and these brahmacharis jumped up. Oh, offensive. Your knee touched the mat. I'm saying, what kind of purebhakti.com is this? What kind of Raganuga Sangha is this? Or they talk about attachment to rules, regulations. Oh my God, were they identified? And I saw that over again. So what? Should I just keep my mouth shut? Just not, maybe there's somebody who wants love of God. I don't know. You want that? You want, they're supposed to be a Raganuga Sangha with, pure bhakti and all that. Because if it really is, and you're really in Raganuga Bhakti, you will, your mode of operandi, your purification will be ecstatic devotion. What else do you need? Tell me. What else do you need to get your heart purified but pure love of God? To me, that's a purebhakti.com. You use the name, you can do the deed. You have the power, not just otherwise you go into a crying school and there's no crying. Remember that, Lalita? She goes to Govinda's new crying school, new one, the new one, resurrected crying school, but no crying. Oh, no, we don't do that. Oh, no, we just use the name. Don't you know it's all about names? Haven't you learned from Catholics and popes? It's all about in name only. Let's just look at the symbol. Worship the symbol, man. Worship the grape juice and the dry friggin' wafer we give you every day. Just eat that dry wafer and drink your grape juice and shut up. And give us your money. Lots of it. Tithe, man. Don't you know you got to sew to me so I can sew my nice clothes or get a nice tailor to sew them. Silks and all that stuff. Religion. Anybody ready to go transcend that one yet? No, I want to worship an illusion. I don't want any truth, man. Don't tell me my gurus are idols. I want to believe the idol. I like idol worship. It's so nice and superficial. Superficial. It's very superficial. Yeah. So great verse, huh? This is I love this stuff. All right. See, oh, what nectarian devotional meetings and philosophical discussions. So just ask yourself, oh, is that going on here now? Are you experiencing nectarian meetings and philosophy? Oh, are we into philosophy? Ooh, boy, I would say so. Do we ask questions? Do we question everything? Do we question gurus? Do we question gods? Do we question mankind? Do we ask questions? Isn't the Bhagavatam just question? Prabhupada said Bhagavatam just questions and answers. Usually the guru or a devotee, a real associate who is awoke, not the woke stuff they got in the world, the real awakened ones. They ask the questions for people because people can't even, we're so dumbed down in this world. The Lord has to be inside you. Then he's the jump starter. He jump starts the battery of the devotee, and then the devotees put those wires into other people and get them going, man. Yeah, just sitting there, just, loafers, man, loafing around the world, man, in religion and the world or, whatever. And so the Lord jumps you, man, literally. You need to be jumped in this world, otherwise you're going to be jumped by these thieves and rogues. They're like that. So the Lord has to jump you, man. Yeah, you got jump start, get the electricity, get your battery going, man. Literally, see, that's disciplic line in a nutshell. See, another hat you got to wear. You got to be an auto mechanic, man. People, a lot of dead batteries out there. Actually, no, AA. You have to be the AA guy. Hey, got a dead battery, man. Oh, okay, be right over. Boom, man. So I never had this experience before. Yeah, there you go. You're dead, man. Dead in the modes. Time to jump you. Where's my AA title on my shirt. I need to see AA guy. It's the guy you call when you got a dead battery. A lot of dead. Hey man, got a lot of work out there. Never be out of a job in this world, huh? A lot of dead batteries, right there, Shamagori. A lot of batteries. We'll start with this con. Jump their batteries, and then move on to Gaudiya Smriti. The truth will always feel offensive to cheaters and liars, and truthful devotees are in love with the truth. Yeah. Yeah, it's because the Lord, that's why it takes, you got to get purified. These, you have to, if you want to move on, you have to go through the initiation. This is real initiation. You think that was only practice, the banana and the fire and the thread. It's practice, external initiation. No, you come here, we'll give you the real initiation. You'll get paddled. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot of paddling. You ever go to join what do you call, in the clubs in the universities, man? You got to go through hazing, man. Krishna puts you through the hazing. He hazes, gets the haze off of you, man. Gets it out of you, wants to establish his reign inside your heart, inside your whole body, man, your temple. He wants to live there. Do you want him to live with you forever? You want to live with him forever? Well, you got to get purified a little bit. Yeah. Celery gas. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see. See, by the wonderful endeavor of Sri Santosh, the deity of Gauranga, then Radharani. So by these endeavors, see, Sadhu Sangha, I'm just following the order of Prabhupada. See, by these endeavors, see, what people are getting Radha and Krishna. We want to keep this going. Wouldn't it be nice? It's so nice to have this relationship. I mean, I love this every day, It's like Lalita knows, a river knows, just every day gets better and better, more shit gets kicked out. And the more the Lord makes room, and you just open your mouth, you chant, and he comes, and then you're communing with him and talking with him in this language, language of God language, and the God language is revelation, man. Understanding, deeper understanding. It's like having talk, and this is the life of devotees forever. It's all about all human endeavor in the whole universe. All the universe is to get back into this relationship with the Lord, this intimacy again. It's all spiritual. We're all built for it. We're all spirit souls, zillions of these spirit souls. And this is the end game for them all. What, you think the end game was this demoniac New World Order thing? Oh, you think that's the end game? No. That's just the friction to start this end game. Yeah, this is prediction of Isaiah, man. There'll be a time when everybody will know God. The demons and the demigods. Well, it'll be a big revelation. This is the great awakening time, man. You're going to see. You're going to see demons. Whoa, I didn't know. Whoa, I thought I was going to just doing the. You're just following the Lord's will. In the Maya, in the three modes of nature, you're just being pushed. Yeah. So the wonderful endeavors. See? People in general admired Sri Santosh for his wonderful devotional activities. Some thought that he must have supernatural power, which kept him on strict path of devotion. And it's true. It takes supernatural power to stay on this path. Maya is always trying to take everybody off this path, even if you get a scent of it. As soon as you're born by the word of the spiritual master, the real devotees, you're still a baby, man. You can get waylaid by Maya. You still have weaknesses. You got to grow up. Right? So that's what Sadhu Sangha, that's how you grow up here. You notice the problems people have had? Well, and you keep getting back on the horse, until you get strong. See, and then you don't waver, then you can become a guru, and then you hold people to the path. I also had to go through things, the wavering here and there, checking this out and that out, and getting purified, and going through. I mean, it's a process, man. Yeah. People, they think, oh, go hard, you did this and you did that and you do this. Well, that's part of the process, man. You got to get purified, Even the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, they were going through a process, man. They were making mistakes and they were learning from these things, and they did this and did that, and the Lord was helping them, and it's just process. And they were liberated souls. But we're in this world of Maya. It's not like we're sitting around with other liberated souls, living beings in this world. 99.9% are under the whammy. It's a miracle. It's a miracle we have this Sangha with all the Maya around it. That's why I say this is an oasis in the desert. Yeah. I'm proud to be here. I think, wow, man, the Lord is giving me real friends. See, real. You got substance to you, man. You got your spirit, man. You're worshiping the God, the real God, my God. My God is your God. That's what Jesus said, because his God was the real God. It wasn't the Pharisee God, the hypocritical God. See, my God is, you could see, you're saying, hey, man, Gohari's God is great, man. We like him, man. We like him better than these other gods they were promoting in ISKCON. Oh, they're promoting Krishna, but still in name. They don't know that Lord very well. They only know his name. They chant Radha's name, but they don't really know her. See? So in other words, you don't know much of anything. See? So because to know the name of God, it's a full package. See, and that the name of God, part of that is Radharani, isn't it? It's his other half. And that part is called devotion. See, and if you know devotion, if you welcome Radharani, this real bhakti that comes through her girlfriends called the bona fide spiritual master and associates of her, the Vrindavan, see, then you start to know the real Krishna and his real beauty, and you start to love the scriptures, literally adore the scriptures. See? Oh, because your heart is being purified by devotion, pure devotion. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. Oh, here he is in the scripture. Oh, my Lord. Okay. See, while we're here in this world, that's how you know God. That's how Jesus knew. Jesus loved the scriptures. He was quoting them on the cross. Now, you have to love something a lot when your hands are filled with nails and you got that crown and you're bleeding everywhere and a spear has been thrust in your side. And you're still quoting, that the Pharisees was, the guy's still quoting scriptures like he's been doing all this in his preaching for 3 years, nonstop quoting the scriptures and explaining them. All this about the kingdom of God. Guy, what is he, crazy? He's crazy for God. If you're not like that, you're not a devotee yet. That's life. Why wouldn't you be crazy after life? That's not crazy. That's sane. You go after life. It's insane not to. Yeah. But there's a lot of insanity in this world. You got to expect it. Man. Expect delays. Construction's going on. People in general admired Santosh for his wonderful devotional activities. Some thought he must have supernatural power that kept him on the strict path of devotion. You see, even back then, they appreciated devotion more. See, they somehow knew about it more than now because they appreciated devotional. Now they don't. Devotional activities is expressing that in this world, expressing pure devotional activity. pure love of God, doing what they do in the spiritual world, right? And they appreciate it, but most don't now. They've been contaminated by the Maya. Do you see how the devotees have to keep Maya at bay? Because once they're gone, she rushes into a vacuum. See? And all of a sudden, oh, love of God, what's that? Oh, Gohari, and look at Lalita Ganga, she's a devil. Oh, now it's a devil thing to express the Lord in this world. Oh, I see. See? That's how far it's gone. Now you express the Lord and people think the Lord is the devil. That's called projection of your own, anthropomorphic contamination on God and true nature. Without such power, how could a human accumulate such devotional strength? Okay? That's why those sages, they said, for 1,000 years, we want to just listen to Sutta Goswami and get stronger because we found the real guru. Maharaj Parikshit, if he didn't have just but 7 days, you think he'd ever leave Sukadev? They would be doing this every day. At least he'd probably go for a pee. So don't get jealous there, River. He might go for a wee here and there, So supposedly for 7 days he didn't do anything. He held everything. I don't know if that's exactly true. No eating, no drinking any water, no pee. They're pursuing no peeing, no crapping. But this sadhu sangha is so attractive. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you're muted. You're still muted. Or maybe I'm muted. Let me see. Okay. Can you hear her there, Shamaguri? No. Okay, no. You're muted. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Wait a second here. Okay, anyway, I'm going to try this here and see if it's this thing. Audio. Output. Okay, try again. Say something. You're still muted. Do you hear anything? Do you hear anything there, Lalita? Do you hear her talking? No? Well, we don't hear you.
I only hear you and sometimes the noise of Shamagori, but nothing from River.
Yeah. So anyway, it's just it's not coming through. So anyway, when it comes through, you can say something. All right, people in general. So others thought it was by the mercy of Narottam and Kaviraj that Santosh was empowered to success in devotional service. See, by the mercy of Narottam and Santosh, he was empowered for success in devotional service. And that's how it is. You see, it's by the mercy of devotees, by the mercy of Guru, by the mercy of Vaishnavas that these things will work. Otherwise not. That's why the Lord uses, see the verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya uses fourth class, low class persons to preach real religious principles, to defeat these Brahmins who believe, Brahmins and sannyasis and these now what they call spiritual masters who really aren't. They're actually not even on the level of spiritual teacher. You know that? You're becoming, here you see what is a spiritual teacher. Here a spiritual teacher is an awakened person who has devotion awakened, bhakti lata bees, you get taste for the pastimes of the Lord where it brings forth tears to your eyes. Now, there you go. Now you can become a spiritual teacher. Now the Lord starts to communicate with you, and it just gets better, better, and better.
A spiritual teacher is inspired by the Spirit.
The what now? What?
A spiritual teacher needs to be inspired by the Spirit.
Yeah, exactly. Without that, you're not spirit yet. You don't know what that is. You think even see, this is the thing: sannyasis and these Brahmins, they think the mode of goodness is spirit, and it's not yet. And that's why they put themselves as popes and acharyas and spiritual masters, and they get followed. Oh, Guru Dev, it's all a game, man. It ain't real yet. Here we do real. This is real. See? You can see the empowerment is here. See? The awakening is here. Others are getting devotion awakened. Yeah. See, others are getting devotion awakened. So you know this is something unusual. This is something okay. Let's try this now. See if it's working now there. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go for it.
I actually think I do really believe that Maharaj Parikshit held in his P and his we. I really do. I don't know if I'm not 100% sure. It could be just yes. I really do believe that because of certain things that are happening to me and Lalita. It could be a health thing, but I think it goes deeper than the health thing, Maharaj. I really do.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know,
No,
I
it
was
doesn't
just
matter.
I was just
I
making a
understand.
joke. Just making a joke.
That's a real joke.
Held it or not held it. I was just making a joke at your expense.
No, but I know you was, but Maharaj, what you said, it just made me go to, wow, I can really understand that.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you did.
Because you can do anything though, can't you, Maharaj?
Of course, yeah, anything can happen, you know.
That's all I was going to say, but it's good to be on the computer anyway. Thank you. Very good.
There others thought by the mercy of the drama Sri Sangita Madhava has given the information. There is much to say about the wonderful endeavors of Santosh, but I will not give the details. His affection towards Sri Govinda Kaviraj indicated that they were different only in bodily features, but equal in inward qualities and habits. Sri Kaviraj and Narottam passed their lives in the village of Katuri. With these great and qualified devotees, whoever can understand the true identity of these devotees within his heart can certainly get the favor of Lord Krishna. See, the true identity. Isn't that interesting to say that? A lot of people don't know the true identity of these Vaishnavas or any of the Vaishnavas. The true identity is Sat Chit Ananda. They are manifestations of God's love in this world. Okay? Coming through their particular temples, not everybody's. No, most people in religion, they're like the verse of Bhagavad Gita. Oh yeah, all the world is in me. All are in me. Everything is in me, but I'm not in them. Yeah. See, when Krishna says I'm not in them, but what does that mean? See, Satchidananda is not in them. He's not in them yet. See, that's why the devotees always, the real ones, the awakened ones, always speak like, "Hey, yeah, I'm nothing special, but the Lord is living here." See that the Lord is in this temple. I welcome the Lord here. Don't we come here to welcome the Satchidananda Lord, the Lord of truth? Don't I do? I don't. If I, part of the truth is the highest truth, and it's distinguished from illusion. How can people make any progress if you think worshiping mundane gurus your whole life is going to get you to Goloka? Wouldn't it be nice to have somebody has a different opinion? Because your friends who are also doing that can't get you out. These gurus can't get you out, and the gurus can't get themselves out. They're encased in illusion. You know, so out of that group, somebody in there must have figured something out. Maybe Krishna's giving them some intelligence. Saying, you know, here I'm in this group, I'm worshiping this guru, and my life hasn't changed much or at all. Is this the way it's supposed to be? Am I on the right path? See, and they end up usually going somewhere else, but not here because nobody tells them or they never heard this message. They think, well, let me try Buddhism. I've seen this so many times. Well, you know, ISKCON is just a bunch of rules and regulations for these people. They think, you know, it's not very deep. So I went to Buddhism or I went to this thing and I get something deeper. They're not happy with just rules or regulations. So there are a lot of people like that. They're just waiting to hear the message to wake them up. You know, oh, wow, this is what cool. I've been thinking about this. Haven't many of you been thinking? Yeah, I was thinking about this. Is something there's something quite not right here. You know, religion and the world is a little bit like that. You know how people wake up in the world, they think something's wrong, man. Something's not quite right in this world. These politicians don't seem to really care about me. They seem hypocritical. Hey, you don't think that's called religion? Why do you think Krishna says abandon all varieties of religion? See? Because the religious leaders are usually caught up in hypocrisy still. They say, oh, yeah, you know, hey, yeah, I got control now. Look, you guys are bowing down to you. You guys believe my word. You're my little chicks. You believe my word. And what does it give you? Limitation, okay? And what do you call it? Lack of intelligence and lack of empowerment. Why? Because you're not in the truth yet. Look at what happens to you guys. It's a little different. They got gurus, you got gurus. What is the result of having this kind of instruction, this kind of association? See? More freedom. See? More intimacy with God. That's what it's all about, isn't it? That's all it's about. That's the message here. That's the gift here. More intimacy with God, more ecstasy. That's it, man. If you're not good with that, go out there and be a big teacher. Go usurp some energy here and go out there and be a Meena. You now teacher with your nice straight tilak and ooh, wow, she said, oh, she's so austere. Ooh, so impressive. You leave real. Can you imagine? I can't imagine leaving this. So you have to be in Maya to leave this kind of thing. You must have no affection. You know, aparad means? Aparad means you have no affection for real Vaishnavas. See? For the real Satchidananda God. See, that's called aparad. You got caught up. See, you got caught up in externals. See, and then now you're around and associating with other people in aparad who have no affection for what is transcendental. See, aparad means no without affection. But even in these groups, they never say no affection for what. Well, for real devotion, real ecstatic love, real truth. You know that busts all kinds of illusions that people think are true. What is my fault? I just tell you, man, if your guru has no ecstatic devotion, they're not real guru. Is that a bad? Is it wrong? Am I wrong for doing that? If you don't have pure love of God, you're not a spiritual master. Am I wrong? Am I crazy for saying that? Yet they should not be worshiping you like a God, as good as God, because you have no purity. That transcendental Lord is not in you yet. My Lord, what am I doing wrong? Why do they hate me so much? Oh, it's so hard to see. Get the point? The devotees back then, they were destroying the illusionists. That's basically how they did it. They just take the truths of the Bhagavatam and just use it to punch Maya. You know, they use the Bhagavatam punching out the illusions. You punch holes in the illusions. That's all it is. All right. Okay. So who can understand the true
Sorry,
identity?
I have to leave.
Go ahead. No
Bye.
problem. Thank you for coming there, Samaguri.
Oh, it's so nice. Oh, I tell you, that discussion I had yesterday with the devotee. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
They're
tell
hard.
you.
Yeah, I know. It's tough. These
But-
guys.
It went out okay.
Yeah. You want to say something about that? Or
No. I really have to leave now.
Okay.
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 Bye
Great.
bye. Hare
Bye-bye.
Krishna, Hare Bol.
Thank you for coming. So whoever can understand the true identity of these devotees within his heart can certainly get the favor of Lord Krishna. See, and that's how it is. See, when you recognize the bona fide devotees, especially it starts with the real guru, okay, then you can capture Lord Krishna in your heart very easily. Otherwise, it's impossible, practically impossible. Okay. So whoever, that's the essence of the truth. If you notice, those who recognize the real devotees get Krishna in their heart here. I mean, really recognize, where you get over hypocrisies and all this stuff, really recognize you're not conflicted. Well, one day there, one day back, okay, that's part of the journey. And the fruit of all that, Thomas the Doubter thing, is you become one point. Okay, yeah, I got it. You swing this way, you swing that way, and you do it enough, you finally okay, no more swing, no more seesaw. And then boom, you got Radha and Krishna in your heart awakened. See? That's how it was for Saint Thomas, the Doubter. See? When he got it, man, he became faithful that Jesus was the real deal. Boom, he got empowered, the Lord, boom, in his heart, and became a great preacher. Yeah. Yeah. So later I shall describe how Sri Ramachandra used to serve his own God, but now I shall discuss the topic of Sri Gokulananda. I like that. That's how it is. See, I serve my own God. And that's why people think, well, this God that Gaurahari serves, well, it ain't the real God. What God cries and laughs? And these are Vaishnavas saying this. Well, but I serve my God. This is my God. My God is actually your God, but you just don't know him. You only know his name or something, but you don't know him because you have to have devotion to know him. See? That's what the scriptures teach. Without devotion to those who worship me here, again, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. To those who worship Krishna with loving ecstasy, I give them the real understanding, them the real knowledge. That's the verse. Okay? And so without that, you don't know who you're worshiping. Why? That's what made Jesus stand out. He's still standing out now. Isn't that amazing? If you're a real follower of where you have this Holy Spirit awakened in you, like Jesus had it in him, and you're really close to the Lord like he was. See? Then now you've got the real God. Now you can present that real God in the world. See? Otherwise, nobody knows that real God. It's the unknown God. Look at the religion. They don't know that God. The Pharisees didn't know his God. The Vaishnavas don't know their God, but we know their God better than they do. That's why if they want to advance, they have to come here, all of them. Narayan Raj group doesn't know their God. We know their God, but they don't. I mean, they haven't proved to me, not one of them proved to me that they know my God, which is, I know is their God, but they don't know that God. Jesus knew that. That's why he's still around. Yeah. I'm sitting in an elevator with one of the highest gurus in the Narayan Raj group. And she looks at me like this, completely ignoring. And I knew her for a long time. And I thought, she doesn't know my God. She doesn't know the real God. She knows the God of austerities because she can stay in a room and let the mosquitoes bite her without a fan. And then she gets fame. Wow, she can stay in a room, but she doesn't know my God. And my God is the God that's in these books. It's proven in these books. And she's reading these books and doesn't acknowledge. That's why the devotees are the test in the world. You won't know anything unless a real devotee, a real associate of Lord Chaitanya comes here. You won't know because everybody is speculating and saying this and saying that and putting big titles, purebhakti.com, and no pure bhakti comes. It's just a big title. It's all big titles in the world. Pope is your in-between between him and Jesus. He's just a mundane, materialist person interested in money like most of these gurus that you're worshiping as your gods. You think that's going to get you back to Godhead? Nah, this will. Fast. Because you take shelter of the truth and neglect the lie. I'm only pointing out the lie to help a few people come over to this side, man. You want to live? Come over here. You want to die? Go over there. And they'll line you up for the shot. It's not what they're doing. Twice vaccinated can come into the temple. Oh, I see. We got to put poison in our body. The temple. Now, all of a sudden, the worship of the Lord is put poison in your body, and then you can worship the Lord. What kind of God are you worshiping? I ain't my God. Get away from me, man. You get the point? It's like this is all this Maya. It is horrible, man. You literally, you come over here, otherwise you're going to be terminated now. Especially this is time of termination. The God gives real devotees good intelligence, not to believe in the world right now. The world is being run by demons who are activating their plan now to depopulate the whole world. That's part of the Lord's plan. It's hidden. They're just servants. They're just executing a certain plan of the Lord. They think it's their plan, but what does Krishna say? I'm seated in the heart of all living beings. I inspire them. I direct their wanderings to where they go. How can you have even inspiration to do all these things, to do all these sciences and all this technology if it wasn't God inspiring them? But not the transcendental Lord, the Mayic Lord, the Lord working indirectly, see, through everything. This is why you say, how can you understand how a supercomputer works? We can't, can we? It's very hard. Can you imagine? The ultimate supercomputer is God. Everything is being done under his control and sanction. Otherwise, wouldn't he could stop Bill Gates? Why? If these guys who think, you see what he's doing, he's Fauci and him, and they're doing terrible things and all that. Why? God could just, and your heart would stop if he didn't want it to go on. But his heart keeps beating. He's still inspired. Oh yeah, let's get you eat shit, man. You got to eat shit, man. Literally, this is on the table now. They got all these plants in America. They reclaim the water and they want you to drink it. from pee to shit to pee to water for you to drink. Under the sanction of the Lord. The Lord is basically thinking, you want to believe my Maya? You're going to eat pee, drink pee, and eat shit. That's what Maya does. She's terrible, man. Come here if you want to live for Christ's sake. For your sake. Maya's, she's a real bitch, man. Especially now. Ooh, and lies and deceptions. Ooh, tremendous big deceptions. So if you want to live, come listen to these talks, man. Come listen, come listen to this is Bhagavatam. This is meant, these books are meant to give light to the world. These truths, the character of Lord Chaitanya's devotees, the Lord himself, their pastimes in the world, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Come hear these things and wake up and live a life of benediction. Otherwise you're under the curse. This is what St. Paul said. People were under the curse until they accepted Jesus. See? And who is Jesus? He's the Word. He's the incarnation of the Word. He's the incarnation of the essence of Scriptures. That is a real bona fide spiritual master. They are the incarnation of the Word. Word, the sound vibration. The Vedas are the sound vibration. See? That word wakes you up, and there's no other way to really wake. You have to hear like Maharaj Parikshit, the sound of an empowered person, empowered to preach the Bhagavatam. Weren't they empowered by the Goswamis? Narottam, Srinivas, Shamananda, they preached the conceptions of these Goswamis, which we preach here. And people start to wake up who hear. Whoever believes these men, look at them waking up. Okay? That's the superpower, is the Lord is living inside you, and he, just simply, you welcome me, you like bhakti, you like to promote what's close to my heart. Oh, that's wonderful. Do more of that. Do more of that. I think I might be getting a little, anyway, I ain't gonna worry about it. I like this. There's so much truth in everything here. Whoever can understand the true identity of these devotees within his heart can certainly get the favor of Lord Krishna. Okay? So, in other words, many people didn't understand. It's just how it is. Okay? If you understand, this is what you remember Jesus asked. Yeah, that's good. You remember Jesus asked, here we go. Remember Jesus asked his disciples who had just come with him, now they're listening to him. He says, okay, what does the world say I am? And they looked at each other and, well, I don't know. They say you're a teacher, they're this, but they didn't really know. And then Peter says, you're the Savior. You've come here to save us, man. Taking shelter of you, we're delivered. He had that kind of faith. He could understand in his heart. Therefore, he became an apostle. He got the Holy Spirit. He understood the identity of a devotee. Isn't that what happens here? This is proof that you're with somebody that is the real deal. If you weren't, you wouldn't have the experiences you have. See, the Lord has revealed these things in you. Therefore, you can understand Lord Krishna in your heart. This has always been the process. Krishna is God in your heart, Satchidananda. That's why it's not just Krishna, it's Radha, devotion, and then Krishna, the revelation of the truth. The full truth. You're the sun now. See, you're the sun in this world. Isn't that amazing? The words, it's all Krishna's words, everything, even the Maya. That's why some people understand the Lord as far as the Maya goes. They say, you see, court, judges, black. They go, all the symbols are there is all Maya symbols she uses. Illuminati symbols, all that. It's all Maya, all occult. Hollywood is a stick, is a magic wand. They do magic there. They spells. Let's come to school. Come to our spelling bees. We're going to teach you how to spell, how to cast spells, basically, because everybody's under a spell. Maya works like that. You want to break the spell? Come here, man. Because everybody's under a spell. They're a spell of the world. They're spelled. Your life is spelled out. See, you become controlled by these spells. How the Hollywood is making spells on you. Casting spells. See, casting? See? Casting spells. See? Hollywood, the magic wands. Programming, telling you a vision, television, all these. This is all Krishna, his Maya. And people come under it. See, and all of a sudden you don't know what Hollywood means. You don't know what spells mean. You don't know what going to court means. You don't know any of this. It's just you're under the spell. See, the magic wand. You've been watching Hollywood, and that mainstream media is part of the Hollywood. See, you're getting programmed, right? Oh, I'm going to go. Oh, I'm thinking very good for myself. And you're actually getting programmed. Right? You're going to a program. Isn't it funny? They use the word program. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of programming on. Oh, yeah, it really is true. It's true. You're going to a program. They're going to program you. So you want to come out of that? Yeah, come here and you'll wake up, man. Your consciousness will be raised into the truth. See? Because this is the process, man, of getting out of it. The highest truth distinguished from the Maya, Hollywood. You want to stay in Hollywood or Disneyland? Disneyland, same thing. Yeah. They have this underground thing. Underground was all their stuff going on underground. All their parties, all their pedophilia, all that stuff. And look, and they did with the children, man. Unbelievable, huh? This is called, what do you call it? The apocalypse, the great awakening. Everything, what was hidden in the closets will be shouted from the rooftops. Isn't it amazing what Jesus said, how relevant it is today? See, what was hidden, and spiritually, what was hidden in Prabhupada's closet and Bhakti Vinod and Bhakti Siddhanta's closet will be shouted to the rooftops. That's why you see Prabhupada came and said, you're doing exactly what I want. Shouted from the rooftops. What was I doing in the closet? Man? Shouted from the rooftops. No. You're doing more of this. Yes, this has my full approval. See, if the Prabhupada disciples knew what we were really doing, they'd be very interested. Why not? Going to, got to have some fructification. Fructification of what in Krishna consciousness? Love of God. Devotion to Krishna. Oh, what does that look like? Oh, Krishna. No, ecstatic. Dazzling. Oh, best experience in life, the best experience in all your lives. When devotion awakens in your heart, this gift of God coming through his real line in real devotees, it's a revolution. In all my lives, this was all about doing this fructification. That's why you see everybody here, nobody. There's nothing beyond this. If you don't get this strong enough, sometimes people get glimpses, you just fall backwards. Backslide. They call it backsliding. You just go back to your Vaidhi bullshit, or back to your New Age bullshit, or back to your family completely. Yeah. Huh. I love this book. This book is so amazing. You hear things even here you don't hear in Chaitanya Bhagavat or any of the books. That's why they're all unique, these books. They're great. You know, it's great. It's like when you find a book like this about these devotees, you find like real treasure. This stuff is like real treasure, man. The qualities of the devotee are the real treasures. The qualities of the Lord, are the treasure. And only those who have real bhakti can relish them, otherwise not. They'll, in ISKCON and all these things, eventually, if it stays the way it is, the books will just stay on the shelf. And they'll just become more political and everything. Because without real devotees, it's just useless. Ultimately, it becomes mundane and just religion and then disappears. Isn't that the way it always is? With everything? The devotees have to come to revive real devotees with real devotion and sincere, ecstatic, intimate worship of God. They're the only life in this world. They're the only way that the truth is preached in this world. There's no other way. Everybody else, 99.9%, are in the light of the illusion. All selling out. That's why you can't take shelter of Joe Rogan. It won't work. And these big convoys it won't work. Don't worry. They'll continue to go on until you take shelter of the Supreme Lord. If enough people do that now, it'll change the whole thing. The Lord will change his mind. Oh, well, this is like, in the Sodom and Gomorrah, the angels came to destroy that place. And they said, please don't destroy it. And the angel said, well, if we can get 20 people. Oh, that's too many. They're not 20. Oh, how about 10? 10 people that are really honest and dedicated, they're really, into God. Well, they weren't even 10. They couldn't even find 5, but those 5. So you go, we're going to do this. If enough people, even 1%, the whole world will change. There will be no need for this because people will understand, oh yeah, it's all about getting God's grace. That's really what it is. And even the demons will say, what is this Lucifer we've been worshiping? He's given us a bad deal. Let's go to the real God, the true God, the one that the real devotees preach. Oh, there's so many, we can see there's benefit there. Wow, better than Lucifer. See, they're only worshiping Lucifer. The demons are only worshiping Lucifer because he's powerful. He's Maya. This is Shiva. Powerful. Easy to please. See? Our Lord is something else. You got to be a devotee, man. and empowered to preach these truths. And then it's attractive. I mean, even they have to, wow, this is better than 33-degree Mason stuff. It is, because they don't have this relation. They only know the Dark Lord. We know the Dark Lord of Vrindavan. Difference. His darkness is light, true light. That's why you see the shadow is darkness, right? It's just a shadow of his true life of dark Krishna. So later I shall describe how Ramachandra used to serve his own God, but now I shall discuss the topic of Gokula Nanda. Dvija Haridas, giver of love and devotion, was a disciple and associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See? Dvija Haridas, giver of love and devotion. Where's this thing many lifetimes before you get to I like the ring to this. The real associates, giver of love and devotion. Where is the gift? See? That's what's being, this is now it's time to preach how you really get devotion. Not by your austerities, not by your renunciation, not by your chanting 1 lakh. You could chant 2 lakhs. And food service worker will get devotion before you simply because they come here and get devotion because it's a gift. See? Wouldn't it be nice if you were in Hare Krishna, I don't know, well, say religion, because that's what it is. It's on the level of religion right now, to know the truth. Oh, really? All I have to do is go to where devotion is given to get it? Yeah, that's all you do. You come here, and of course, you go through purification because you got a lot of garbage in you. You listen to people who are not self-realized. What do you expect? You believed in lies. These lies are living in you. See? So the life is going to come in you. It's going to drive out the lies. Exhort them. Exhorting the lies out. That's why this preaching is part of exhorting the lie out of people. They may not like it. They may hate you for it, right? But what did Jesus say? Hey, man, if they spit on me, they're going to spit on you, and great is your reward in the kingdom of heaven. See? Hey, man, my reward's going to be great because the people spit on me all the time. Boy, I must be going to get a big reward. But you know what? I don't have to wait. I get it every day. To me, this is my reward, to love my Lord every day like this and love him publicly. I like getting whipped, man. This is like getting whipped in 21 Marketplace. Don't feel anything. I love this. Oh, heap a bunch of, yeah, my eyes will just twinkle. Ooh, whipping. Oh, go hard. You're a heretic. Oh, you're a brainwasher. Thank you. See, and that's where it is. See, so my God, your God, this real God. I mean, it's the God that these guys had. Obviously, you can see, isn't it? Isn't it the God that Narottam and all? See, we all have the same Lord. See? But most don't know him. That's why. That's the problem. Okay. See, giver, Dvija Haridas, giver of love and devotion. And so I call everybody's attention to this again and again because people don't believe it. They believe you have to attain Krishna in some other way. No, you go to the giver of love and devotion. That's the empowered personality. That's here. That's the order I got. That's the confirmation I got because people were just getting it. I didn't, then the dream came and then the vision came of Krishna, sanctifying all of this. Yeah, you come here, you're going to get devotion. And if you get devotion, what happens? You get Krishna. Krishna loves devotion. Oh, is he attracted to devotion? Oh, he's going to run after you. People spend their time to get women to turn their heads and run after them, right? And women get them to spend all their time in the beauty parlor and get their nice, expensive dresses they buy. Oh, do they pay a lot of money for these outfits they're wearing to get people run after them? But they don't get God running after them like a devotee. See, if you got devotion, Krishna runs to you. And boy, he runs to you, and all of a sudden, benediction comes. Just because it's the way he is, he's full of everything. He's the light, supernova of all knowledge and all blessing there. And he runs to you because you got the quality of devotion because you went to a giver of devotion. Yes, it is possible. Don't believe these guys who say it's not. The group, their biggest obstacle is their faith in that instruction that it's only after many lifetimes they're going to get devotion. That is your biggest obstacle if you're listening to this, any of you Narayan Raj guys in the future. That is your biggest obstacle. Because keep looking over here, you're going to see people getting devotion that your biggest gurus don't have or can't attain. Because this is where it's really given. It's authentic. It's real. It's the true mercy of the Lord. See? It's not an exaggeration because you see devotees getting it. It's not a lie because you see the devotees getting it. Yeah, see, it's not bullshit because people are getting it. Real devotion. So it's the real place for that quality to happen. Do you want that quality? Do you want devotion? Even Brahma and Shiva and all the host of great demigods cannot get devotion easily. That's why you don't see it around. You notice you don't see it around everywhere. You don't see it in ISKCON or Gaudiya Mathers because it's a rare quality. It's like finding zillions of gold bullions. Yeah, that's natural, Amy. People, when you got a real guru, the disciple never likes when they spit on other. I don't like it when others spit on. For me. It's an opportunity to preach. Oh, you're spitting on a real devotee. Oh, I'm gonna say a few things here. I like that. It's like, it's an opportunity to preach and stand up. You feel it too. Krishna likes us standing up for the devotees. Look at Krishna Das Kaviraj. Minikaitam Ramdas was this low-class person, but he was so ecstatic, man. He had Nityananda's mercy. See, he didn't have to wait many lifetimes before devotion. So why is Narayan Raj preaching that? I don't know. To me, I know, sure, he was understanding everything so clearly. To be honest with you, why would you say that? Why you would think that a person would know these scriptures, right? Why wouldn't you know these people that they were givers of devotion? Right? It says giver of devotion. Why would you preach something else? Because you don't know that. Okay? The Lord reserves the right to give this information, this confidential information. That's why you want to live, come here. I don't care what Sangha you're in. You want devotion in this life? It's possible here. It's probable you will get it. Simply because you're pushing away all the illusions, man, and you're coming to the right place, the right door. Yeah. You get what we preach here. See? Not you go there, oh, you're going to bring Krishna to me. I'm going to go to Vrindavan, and you don't feel it in this life. Oh, but keep staying around, keep lining our pockets, man. Keep giving your tithings and donations. And then when you die, the pearly gates are going to open. Just believe our word. See, that's Maya. What she does doesn't come true. She's a liar. She's a deceiver. And right? I have nothing against that. I just don't follow liars and those who are servants. Why should I follow their direction? They're just servants of the big liar. Yeah, the devil, Lord Shiva. Yeah. When you come to this place, you kind of on a friendly basis with the Lord's dark Lord out there. You say, and it's like Trinity and Neo. They come and they see the architect. The architect is the devil or the Maya. Okay, and they come and the architect says, "Oh, great, you made it out of there, out of this, so congratulations." But I still got my faithful followers. Haridas was a highly qualified, experienced devotee who used to engage in Sankirtan throughout the day and night, entire day and night. His sons Gokulananda and Sri Das were very promising. From their childhood, they completed their study of scriptures in a short time and loved to absorb themselves in the active Sankirtan. Sri Gokulananda got the full mercy of Srivas Acharya. On the order of his father, he took initiation from Sri Acharya and served his guru sincerely. Okay. What happened here? So let's chant a little bit here. You can take your mics off and we'll chant out loud.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Where's everybody gone? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Can you? Lita's back in Turkey and in Belgium.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, talk to her. Hare Krishna.
Oh, do that.
Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
So, River, why don't you read some Chaitanya Bhagavat?
Yes. I was just where is it? I was just about to press play when you came on. Okay. All glories to you, Maharaj. All glories to you. So this is so unbelievable. I'm so grateful to you for your lotus feet. I understand what Amy is saying, and I know Samantha, and she's sick. She's acting out, and I've done the same. It's okay. We all do that. Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you for allowing me and accepting me as your devotee. It's just so amazing to be accepted finally. You cannot be accepted here. To be accepted by the bona fide spiritual master, to be accepted by God himself. That's it. Thank you so much. So I'm going to read from the Chaitanya Bhagavat, like Maharaj said, chapter 8. I was reading. I'm on the second page. Janaki, Tom. Mahaprabhu displays his opulence. At it's page 322. Hearing Srivas Pandit speaking in this manner, the Lord stood up and roared loudly with great joy. What have I just heard from you, Srivas? You have so much faith and love for Nityananda Prabhu. You have understood the truth about my dear most confidential associate. This has pleased me so much that I grant you this boon. Even if there comes a time when Lakshmi Devi goddess of fortune is forced to wander about with a begging bowl, still your house will never know the chills of penury.
Yeah, you see how that's the same as the conception, those who knew the true identity of that devotee. I just read that. It's the same. The Lord is saying the same thing right there. Yeah, the same thing. If you know the true identity of the devotee, you get God. They're the door. See, so it's all leading. That's why Jesus said everything was leading to him. Okay, all your studies of the scriptures, all your austerities is leading to the representative of the Lord, empowered to give you the gift of devotion. Okay, and that's just how it is. It's the same thing for Vaishnavas. Whoever understands the true identity that, oh, this person is a real representative of the Lord, then the Lord very easily gives himself to you. That's how you get the gift, is recognizing his dear confidential servants. You see, that's the real attitude of God, which he's reading. How happy! Oh wow, you've understood the confidential, my confidential intimate devotee. See, Nityananda, how do you know he was confidential intimate? He had ecstatic devotion. He was always blissful, ecstatically worshiped the Lord. That's confidential servant. Oh, you understood that? Oh, I'm going to give you, see, now, because you understand the door, the devote, that consciousness. Oh, your life is going to be nice. You see, he'll just give you all the boons materially, even material. Oh, that's nothing. You just automatic. Your life will be decent, nice. And simply because you understood the identity of the Lord's real devotee. See, That's how it was for Maharaj Parikshit. He understood. Everybody's throwing tomatoes at Shukadev Goswami, but he understood the real identity of Shukadev Goswami, and look, he got the Lord on the heart. See, same truth over and over and over again. If humanity understood this, it would be so easy to, like, millions to go into the kingdom of God. Millions. But they don't. Okay? So therefore we have our sadhu sangha. Keep pointing out. You see, pointing to the truth, pointing out the truth, pointing. This is it. They give Bhagavatam classes all the time in ISKCON, and nobody touches on the essence of truth. They can't see it. Only the devotee sees it. Only the devotee sees the valuableness of it, the jewel of it, and present it to the world. This is the jewel. This is what you've been looking for. This is the Holy Grail, is this understanding. Okay? That you get devotion through the real devotee, not the fakes, man. Yeah. It's time to point out the truth. See, that's what we do. Point it out. See, so people can understand it. And be not misdirected, but directed. See, the real direction. Go straight into the kingdom of Vrindavan. See, get the gift of devotion. Brings you straight into Vrindavan, man. What else are you going to get here? You're going to get what the Guru has, right? What do we preach here? We preach Vrindavan, right? We preach Radha and Krishna worship, Lord Chaitanya. What else are you going to get here? You're going to get the best. Yeah, go ahead there. Read on. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, it's beautiful, Maharaj. It's okay. It's amazing.
I think it's fantastic. The Lord is blessing you so much. Like, this is great, man. You're getting what you wanted. You wanted this, and now you're getting it.
So much more, Maharaj. So much more.
It's good, isn't it? It's so good.
People like that, Samantha, and people are saying that you brainwashed them, you're brainwashing us. Well, Karuna said to me, well, Prabhupada said that. Well, yeah, you are brainwashing us with Krishna. With Krishna, you're washing us out, washing our brain out, all those contaminations.
Brainwashing could be a negative thing.
Yes.
And it could be a positive thing. And it's negative when you have material motive. But you have spiritual. See, I have spiritual motive. See, everything. Negative motive of the modes of nature and actually beyond positive. The whole point here is just because it's so wonderful to glorify the truth. Anybody who appreciates this is delivered. The truth will set you free. See, it's about expansion, growth, real spiritual growth, spiritual awakening, spiritual benedictions. Spirit, man. A life of the spirit. What else is there? That's not life. You see, it's a zombie apocalypse for sure. Everybody, you think you're waiting for that to happen. It's already here. People without this life of love of God, love of the Spirit, the Supreme Spirit, your spirit and His Spirit communing. That's what it's all about. Nothing else. All this other is all illusions. Oh, I have this goal and that goal and that. It's all material. Oh yeah, I want this and got this and that. My goal is even the new age. They want more. I want to have a big boat. I want to have a nice house. I want to be a big teacher, an influence. See, all this false ego. And Maya saying, yeah, go for that. Go for that. And we say, go for the awakening, man. Go for spirit. It's better. Yeah. Hey, go for truth. It's such a wonderful life. Oh, ecstasy. Intimate, ecstatic worship of God. That's that. Go for that, man. See, so Maya has her talks and we got our talks.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so lovely. This has pleased me so much that I grant you this boon. Even if there comes a time.
So the secret there, you see, this has pleased me so much. So the Lord is revealing something very special. This is pleased. You want to know what is the highest pleasure of the Lord for a conditioned soul. First, step by step. You want to please the Lord and know what that pleasure is. If you somehow or other are able to recognize His real devotee, and you will feel the pleasure of the Lord. You will feel it, and it is good. It is the best pleasure you ever experienced. It is spirit pleasure, and that is the awakening. Okay? That's why the preaching of the early Christians and even up to this date is accept a liberated soul, accept the liberated. That's what they say. Don't accept the Pharisee type teachings. Don't accept false gods and false teachers and all that. See, and do that, and those who do get an spiritual experience because you're pleasing the Lord by even accepting His bygone confidential representative. Okay? But it only usually works if you just exclusively accept the liberated soul, not mix it in with mundane people. It spoils. It's like one bad apple in amongst a good apple, it just becomes rotten. Your idea becomes rotten. Your conception becomes rotten. Only liberated souls. Yeah. So most people don't have the power on their own to have faith in a liberated soul because they can't understand what they say and their teachings and these things. So the Lord sends you a bona fide spiritual master, a devotee Bhagavat. See, and then explains all of these things. So you're not misdirected, you're directed. And when you say, wow, this is good, this is what I've been looking for. Wow, I feel it's so nice to be directed. Oh, and your faith grows in the real guru. All of a sudden, what Lord Chaitanya, this has pleased me so much. You feel that. It's not just a word or a story in the storybook. It's your experience. Oh, I feel the pleasure of God just by accepting His representative. Why do you think the devotees who are experiencing that are preaching that? This is Krishna inspiring you to preach how important that is. How important it is to accept those who are confidential devotees of the true Lord, the eternal Lord. They have the symptoms that, I can see in River, Krishna's giving himself. Look at her. She cries, she laughs, she chokes up, she loves the scriptures. That's the signs of the kingdom of God has come to her. And it'll come to me because I'm recognizing that. This is the most valuable association in the world is somebody that's been chosen by the Lord to house the transcendental. Isn't that what you're basically doing, remember? You're just housing the transcendental. Give them a house to stay. The Lord had to go and live in a barn when He was in Jesus Christ's time. They wouldn't, I'm sorry, there's no room in this nice fancy inn. It's the same thing now. I'm sorry, the Lord Gohari's preaching. There's no room in the inn over there in ISKCON. There's no room for your preaching of that word in our temples. No, I'm sorry, no room. Go preach in a barn. So I've been preaching in a barn. That's okay. It's a house, man. It's a roof. A lot of beasts here. A lot of beasts come. You guys are, we're all beasts. The Christ is born amongst beasts in us. Isn't that amazing? People don't know. That's why devotion is a gift. It's a gift by recognizing who is the giver, where the Lord is giving through that particular devotee, the gift. Okay? And then even though there's a lot of beasts in you, the Lord starts to give Himself to you, the transcendental Lord. You see these stories, they all become unlocked to the devotee. Who knows of these stories? Who's ever heard these stories like that? Nobody has seen the deep esoteric. Not nobody, but unless you have devotion, you cannot unlock the esoteric nature of the scriptures. You can't see the essence of them. Okay? But with devotion, because you can see these things, because that's the other side of Krishna. That's the knowledge of Krishna. See, the revelation of Krishna, the esoteric feature of the Lord and his truths and all that stuff. See, that's unlocked with devotion. Without devotion, you can't understand it. Okay? And how do you get devotion? Oh, somebody comes before you and gives you the best classes you've ever heard in your life. You know? or the best song. There's some devotees, they sing you into faith. Some speak their way of speak a great lecture into faith, because all you need is faith in where the real Lord is working. Because if you got that, the Lord, you got the pleasure of God, he'll reveal it to you, and his pleasure is good. It's the best. It's priceless. It's the pearl of great price that Jesus was talking about. The happiness of God. And you just live for his happiness, and everything gets happier in your life, everything around you. Yeah. Go ahead, River.
Can I just say one thing, Maharaj?
Huh?
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, say whatever you want.
My first friend on dialysis when I started at 19, her name was Faith. And we were so close. She died that year. So we were only friends for 1 year. And I never made another friend again. She was my friend. And her mom keeps coming into, I keep thinking of her mom. So it's because she was talking about faith. It was everything is, Krishna's just telling me and showing me so much. It's so beautiful. With when you're really excited, you can't really kind of get it all. But sometimes you can. I don't know if you know what I mean. Thank you. I'm going to read for you. Okay. Even if there comes a time when Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune, is forced to wander about with a begging bowl, still, your house will never know the chills of penury.
You see, this is the benedict. I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but it's so amazing that, this is the kind of benefit you get. And this is why God came himself to explain the facts. The Lord is so pleased when you recognize his confidential servitor. He uplifts you to the spiritual platform simply because of that. Simply because of that. This is why I always like what Jesus said, those who have faith in me, believe in my word, all their sins are forgiven from that. See? Much less now. You see, like now, there's the same kind of truth manifesting here. See? Whoever has faith in these teachings, these words, which are an extension of what Jesus is teaching, they're because they come from the latest avatar, Lord Chaitanya. Okay? Your sins will not only be forgiven, not only will you get salvation, which is promised in the Christian thing, you'll get pure devotional service. This is the moving on place. This is where we explain the kingdom of God and the various relationships. How can you get that if you don't know what it is? Okay? There's misdirection all the way to the point of pure devotional service. That's still salvation. Notice that. What are they talking about? Oh, being saved. So they say the focus is on being saved. Here the focus is on the deeper truth of pure devotional service. And salvation comes simply by engaging in pure devotional service. It's easier here. Okay? There is one step. And then you got to come to this stage at some point. It's some for future, whether you do it in the heavens or wherever you go, or back on the planet again. Here. So here you can go all the way, basically. You know, all the way to the pure devotional service, because that is the message. See, that is the teaching. See, that was the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. We take those teachings and fluff them out and magnify and clarify these things, make them really clear, like what life is really about on the ultimate thing, the ultimate stage, the ultimate revelation, because that's why Lord Chaitanya came, to give the ultimate revelation of God and the Godhead. Otherwise, we would still never know. Kali Yuga we would be encased now if it wasn't for Lord Chaitanya coming. There would be no Bhagavatam. There would be none of that. There would be complete materialism and horrible things, especially now with the technology. Could you imagine it being the technology of that and no message like this? No message going out, no ecstatic chanting like this. It's the only thing. Unless you're chanting on this level, you're not purifying yourself or the planet, really, or the universe. But devotees who chant in ecstasy, they purify the whole universe. Nobody else can do it. Purifying is not, by the Lord's perspective, is not, moving things from the mode of ignorance to the mode of passion and mode of goodness. Really, it's not much. No, it's moving through any of those modes into the gift, getting the gift. That is the essence. I don't care what mode you're in. You can come here and you can get the gift of love of God. See, devotion, gift of devotion. Without it, you can't know the truth. And you'll stay in the Maya until you get devotion. Or you maybe get salvation and liberation if you think that's great. A lot of people, they want that. Okay, go to Jesus. Go to some Christians and maybe you'll get it. I don't know. Yeah, you want this? This is another thing. You got to come here. Go ahead.
Okay. Everyone in your house, including your pet, cats and dogs, will find complete shelter in my devotional service.
That's a pretty good thing, isn't it? Shadow
Yes.
too, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Servants, everything. That's why, a devotee who gets devotion, that's how people are saved. You just have faith in that devotee, because the devotee, everything around them becomes a blessing and blessed. Then you become blessed because you come close to devotees like this. You develop faith in them. You like their association. Well, if that happens, that means now you get really purified. You're going to be ready. You're getting ready for the kingdom of God. After the body drops, where are you going to go? You like devotees now. You like their devotion. So you're like a magnet attracted right to the devotees, wherever they are. Everything is the law of attraction once you leave the body. What have you developed? Oh, you're a good person? You go to the demigods. And predominantly, nobody's perfectly good, actually. Well, maybe somebody is. Who knows? I don't know. I don't really care, actually. I don't care to go and be with demigods personally. I just want to go where anybody. If I'm going to be in the material universe, I want to just go where people will listen. Otherwise, what's the point? The kingdom of God comes in the air. It comes in this way. Yeah. So if you're a good person here, okay, you go to the demigod types. If you're a bad person, you go to the hellish places with a lot of people of that mentality. See, whatever you develop here. If you're saved or you're around Christians and you get salvation, then you go to where the salvationists are. Okay? If you become a devotee of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna, where are you going to go? With real devotion. The kind that they have. They laughed, they cried, they choked up when they did devotional service. Where are you going to go? Where they are, right? So do you like that association? So these people in these religions, like say like ISKCON or any of these groups, where are you going to go when you pass away? Oh, well, I'm going to Vrindavan. Yeah. Do you have the qualities of the devotees there yet? Do you when you hear Krishna's name, do you also laugh and cry and choke up with great ecstatic devotion and tears pour out of your eyes and holy laughter like them? Because if it doesn't, you're not going there because you're not fitting into the pastimes. You'd be a disturbance, just like here. You don't even like, if you don't like, this is all preparation, man. You get the awakening and you're moving deeper and deeper. All of us, we're all moving deeper and deeper into devotion. Prema is how we get purified here. Yeah, without accepting the gift of devotion, you're going to come back. Or maybe at best you get liberation. And then you can go and hum with the universe. You can go and feel yourself like God, equal to God, in the equality, and just, where's your service? Oh, I'm just into meditating on Brahman. I like this light, this dazzling light. Well, you'll get bored eventually, because you haven't found your ultimate destination. Okay? Ultimate destination is right here, given on a silver platter. Yeah, ultimate destination. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the devotion to Krishna, devotion to the Lord. Ultimate destination. Oh, yeah. We just reveal it. See? Revealed scriptures, revealed truths in the scriptures. Yeah. So bottom line is, ask yourself, what are my teachers revealing to me? Isn't that a good way to, a good question to ask? What is or Radhanath revealing to me? What are you getting? What is being revealed to you? That's just an intelligent question. And people here can say, what is following Gaurahari as your guru, as your teacher, preceptor? What are you getting here from that? It's just, honest question. Yeah. If it's like, well, I'm going to get nothing. Oh, okay, well, maybe there's some other path for you that'll give you what you want. Because if you don't want pure love of God, if you come here and think, I'm not getting what I want, I just want to be noticed. I just want to be important. I just want to be like, thinking that everybody thinks I'm, and I'm not getting what I want. Okay, well, Krishna can make an arrangement. I want to be, the top dog, Okay, well, Krishna will make the arrangement. Because here you get purified of that. Here you get the ultimate. I don't think this just came along with the territory. I was worshiping God in ecstasy for a long time, and it just spontaneously manifested. I never thought, this came along. This is like, when you understand. See, I was looking for a real devotee that I would say, wow, this guy's got it. I couldn't find one. It was in me already, I had to acknowledge the whole thing for me was to acknowledge, hey man, it's there, you idiot. I couldn't find people to impress me. Like I was looking for a Shukadev Goswami. Where is this? Like Maharaj Pariksit saw it in the womb. Well, I saw it in myself personally, was awakened so easily. And then I kept, okay, well, where's another person like this? Where's the guru? Because the scriptures say you need a guru and all that, right? Okay, where? Look. Didn't find that. It's rare. See? So most people, they don't have it already in them, awakened easily, or they have a little bit, maybe spark. So they need to find the living devotee, because then you see why Lord Chaitanya, you recognize Nityananda. Oh, let me tell you all the benedictions you're going to get just from recognition. oh, you'll never be penniless, and even if you are, you won't feel. The Lord he had beggars, man. They were happy. Oh, they beg every day, go out and beg. Even they're happy because they have that God with them. Or success. Some were rich landowners. They were happy not because of their riches, but because they have God in them. See, that's how strong the truth is. In whatever situation the Lord puts a devotee in, poor, rich, medium, it doesn't matter. Household life, sannyas, doesn't matter. You got the same love that all real devotees have. Pure love of Gaura Krishna. Hey, yeah. Do you see what Amy wrote there? You want to read it?
I get the knowledge of how to attain love of God, the pleasure and wonder of listening to your magical words, the association of the best people I have ever met. And I get the weight of this material world lifted off my shoulders and become one step closer every day to pure freedom. All because of Srila Gaura Haridas and the amazing Grace Place. I know that.
Wow, that's like poetry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Faith. See, faith in where the Lord is working. The Lord, you feel the pleasure. This is not just a mental thing. It's from the heart. See, the Lord shows you these things, and you appreciate his devotees simply by recognizing who they are and what they are. By the grace of the Lord, he's allowing you to see that, and you feel the pleasure of the Lord. And this is all you'll want to do, and all of any of us want to do forever. We just want to stay in this grace forever. Go ahead, read on.
Beautiful, beautiful, Amy.
Yeah. It's intense.
Everyone in your house, including your pets, dogs and cats, will find complete shelter in my devotional service. Therefore, I leave Lord Nityananda Prabhu in your ears, in your care, so that you may look after him and serve him properly. Saying this, the Lord returned home. Lord Nityananda spent his time roaming about Navadvip. Sometimes he went to the Ganga to take a swim and happily allowed the currents to carry him away. At other times, he played with the young boys, acting like a little child himself. He would visit the house of Gangadesh Pandit. Buhari Gupta. Gangadesh Pandit and Buhari Gupta. And then run to Lord Chaitanya's house where Mother Sachi showered him with affection. Absorbed in the mood of a young boy, Lord Nityananda would try to catch Mother Sachi's feet, and she always tried to escape from him. One night, Mother Sachi had a dream, which she later related to Lord Vishvambar, in confidence. In the late night, I dreamed I saw you and Nityananda, who were two 5-year-old boys, 5-year-old boys, running about playing and fighting. I saw both of you. I saw both of you enter the deity room and then come out with the deity of Lord Balaram in your hand and the deity of Krishna in Nityananda's hand. The four of you then began to fight with each other. I'm going to read that again. One night, Mother Sachi had a dream, which she later related to Lord Vishvambar in confidence. Late in the night, I dreamed I saw you and Nityananda. You were two 5-year-old boys running about playing and fighting. I saw both of you enter the deity room and then come out with the deity of Lord Balaram in your hand and the deity of Krishna in Nityananda's hand. The four of you then began to fight with each other. Fight with each other. Excuse me. Balaram and Krishna were angry and said to you, "Hey, you cheaters, you imposters, get out of here, get out of here. This house and this room belongs to us, and everything else here, like the sweets, curd, and milk, are all ours." Nityananda replied, excuse me. Nityananda replied, "Those days of stealing butter and curd for yourselves to eat are now gone. You are no longer coward boys." Are you listening, Karuna? You are no longer coward boys. Now you have become young Brahmins. So give up now your possessiveness about all these sweet yogurts and milk. If you do not listen to our sweet persuasion, then we will convince you. We will convince you with a beating. Who is going to tolerate your plundering and mischief? Balaram and Krishna replied, "We will catch hold of both of you we will catch hold of both you imposters and leave you here tied up." Excuse me. Lord Nityananda Prabhu then replied, "Who is afraid of you, of your Krishna?" Lord Nityananda Prabhu then replied, "Who is afraid of your Lord Krishna? My Lord and Master is Lord Vishvambar." The four of them fought in this way. The four of them. walked in this way, snatching and eating the sweets and food from each other's hands and mouths. Nityananda called out to me. So remember, Sachimata is revealing this dream. I forgot that as well. Saying, "Mother, please bring food. I am very hungry." I am very Thereafter, I woke up, but I cannot understand any of this dream. Therefore, I am telling you. Hearing the description of Mother Sachi's dream, Vishnu smiled and spoke to her tenderly. "This was a nice dream you had, Mother, but do not tell this to anyone. Our deities are actually living and very potent. And very potent. Your dream has increased and strengthened my devotion and faith in them. It is interesting that you dreamt like this, as I have been observing." Excuse me. Sorry. Dreamt like this, as I have been observing something strange. There's something strange going right now, which I did not reveal before because I was feeling ashamed. Oh, Krishna. I noticed that the foodstuff which your daughter-in-law cooked and offered to their lordship, Balaram and Krishna, would remain half-eaten after their offering was over. I was suspicious of my wife. But now everything has become clear. Everything has become clear. Everything has become clear. Vishnu Prayer. Vishnu Prayer. Sri Lakshmi Devi, the mother of the universe, heard the details of Mother Sachi's dream from the inner quarters, and smiled at her husband's work. Oh, Vishnu said, "Mother, let me go and bring Nityananda here right away, and you can feed him." I see myself in these words now much more than before. Do you? Vishnu said, "Mother, let me go and bring Nityananda here right away, and you can feed him." Happy to hear this, Sachi Mata quickly began preparation for cooking. Best cooking. Vishnu went to Nityananda and extended an invitation to him, along with a warning. Today, we are making a special offering to the deities. Please do not misbehave. Nityananda caught hold of his ears and cried. Vishnu, Vishnu, who makes people misbehave. Who makes people misbehave? You think I will misbehave because you think everyone is like yourself. Joking in this way.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Read that again. Read that again.
Absolutely. Nityananda held court of his ears and cried, Vishnu, Vishnu, who makes people misbehave. You think I will misbehave because you think everyone is like yourself. Joking in this way.
See, it's no fault in Maya. Maya misbehaves. She's a misbehavior. That's what she does. She misbehaves, and because that's the Lord in his in the shadow. He's in the shadows. There's a lot of misbehavior. What's the fault of Maya? It's just acting uniformly. If you're in the mode of ignorance, a lot of misbehavior, mode of passion, misbehaving. Mode of goodness, still misbehaving. Maybe a little better behavior, but still. And you mix them together, you get a nice little art piece. You got the world. There's a lot of misbehavior going on in the world. And then same thing in Vrindavan. See, the misbehavior. You notice Krishna's a cheater there. He's a rake. He's all these things. He's playing jokes on people. He's lying to them. But this funny thing, his misbehavior of Vrindavan is wonderful. It's only here. Here you get karma, you get put in jail, you get all these things for misbehaving in the world. It depends, if you're a demon, your misbehavior is what people they worship the ones who are most misbehaved. They lie to you, cheat you, and you believe them. You believe in their misbehavior. You believe in their hypocrisy. That's why even religion, on a level, you abandon it ultimately for truth. Because there's misbehavior in it. It's still part of the illusion. Material misbehavior. They're the hypocrites, liars, cheaters. Oh yeah, worship me. I'll connect you with Jesus Christ. I'll connect you with Krishna. It doesn't happen. See, so everybody's misbehaving here. Okay? And in Nityananda, he was in perfect behavior. See? He was misbehaving like in Vrindavan, everything's wonderful. If you like the misbehavior of Nityananda, you get delivered. See? Because in Vrindavan, he's free. They're free in Vrindavan. He was being free here. If you wow, I like his misbehavior, man. I like this freedom. Isn't it? You come to a devotee, where would you come? Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be liberated soul? Don't you want to be saved? Don't you want, the greatest of all benedictions? See, so that's the freedom you get. That's why people, they think this is bad. Oh yeah, what's going on in Gaurahari? This is very bad. They're too free. They're too happy. Everything's too much here. That's just too much. It's too much freedom. We live a life of restrictions here in this world. See? But the order of Lord Chaitanya was show Vrindavan without restriction. No restriction. Don't just be yourself there, Nityananda. Don't people like to be themselves? The whole purpose of the Lord to come to this planet was to be himself as he really is. Not hold back, like Lord Ramachandra, hold back who he really is. Not hold back as Krishna and Dwarka. or even Mathura. No, just be his full, ecstatic, unrestricted self. And whoever is attracted, then you get Vrindavan. Otherwise, if he can't show Vrindavan here, how are you going to get it? You don't even know if you like it. But this is the thing. Oh, Krishna Vrindavan, oh, Radha, you're so great and everything. And a devotee comes in the mood of Vrindavan, unrestricted, and is showing the kingdom of Vrindavan and bringing people, oh, you want to come? You ever going to come hang out with us? Come hang out with us, and all of a sudden you get love of Krishna. Wasn't that the real Bhagavatam? Wasn't that the 10th canto? Wasn't that the wives of the Brahmins, what they did? The cowherd goes, come hang out with us. We're having a picnic. Krishna's hungry. You want to come? Yes. They cooked the food and everything. They went with the cowherd boys. What did they come back with? Love of God. Even says right there, you can read the Bhagavatam. Fast, quick. It didn't take long. And they came back with love of God, and then the Brahmins, the proud Brahmins, wow, look at they get love of God, and we're just doing our pujas. So all we get is like all these stoic pujas, stereotype Brahmin. You ever heard that? It was in our books called Stereotype Brahmin. It's just a Brahmin is just like, like no real freedom in that yet. They came back with unrestricted love of God, loving God. That's what's going on here. People don't even know the real Bhagavad. We preach the real Bhagavad. Everything real here, man. Real deal. Real Bhagavatam. Love of God is glorify love of Krishna, glorify a river. Oh, look at this thing, Anybody, look at her. What does she do? Oh, Krishna, we love you, Krishna. What is a devotee expressing here? Oh, we love you, Krishna. Oh, Krishna. Oh, Radhe. Oh, Radhe. What are they doing in that sangha over there? Why is she laughing and crying? Oh, Krishna. See the hypocrisy of that? They don't know the God they're worshiping. See, we do. We welcome this ecstatic personality, right? Hey, man, come misbehave in my body there, Lord. Yeah, come here, man. Yeah. Come laugh and cry. We'll channel you in this world. We'll channel that energy. This is the best energy, man. It's time for a fresh makeover. Yeah. People put makeup on. You see, we're putting this makeup. We're makeup. See, makeup. It's time to make up with God. You see, even these words. See, make up. Everybody's an offense to the Lord. It's you ready to make up? The Lord's ready to make up with you. You ready to make up? No, I hate you, Lord. I'm going to continue down here in the material world. You're just a... Oh, you're not ready to make up, huh? Too bad for you. Whoever is, you come here, you're going to make up with... The Lord will make up with you and make out with you. Ooh, you want to make out? Everybody wants to make out with somebody, yeah? How'd you like to make out with God? And then you really make out. See, everything, all these words... You see this way, Lord Chaitanya says every word is describing Krishna. I'm seeing this actually true. Every day I'm finding every word is talking about Krishna. Is Krishna's spiritual potency. Even the material potency is his divine energy. But it's very hard. Just remember this, it's very hard to overcome this divine energy in the material modes of nature. Look at David Icke. He's still trying to overcome it. Can't do it. Look at those big thighs and the trunks honking the horn. They think we're going to be victorious. So you watch. Oh, you better have God, man, if you want to overcome it. Because without him, you're going to see it'll keep rolling on. The New World Order. Big brother government. Oh, restrictions. Get in your box. Come here if you want to live, you want life. I think we're doing a good job of bringing life into the world. Show us a better place where life is coming into the world. Life of truth, life of ecstatic love. Ooh, where's a better place to, we'll all go there. Nimai in his childhood pastimes pulled the Brahmins underwater when they were doing their pujas, talking, that's naughty. Yeah. And the Ganges, because they were calling him his name in the mantras they were reciting. No, he was just doing it because he does stuff like he misbehaves. Yeah, he spit on people. That's a horrible thing. He spit on people. He was spitting on people. Yeah. But the spit of the Lord, this most intelligent devotees, they would drink it. It would be foaming out of the Lord's mouth, and they were out there drinking it. That's how auspicious. Can you imagine? You think, yeah. Yeah, but you like the spit of a woman or man that you're making out with. That's okay, isn't it? Well, can you imagine? Well, that's even better with God's spit. You make out with the Lord. Oh, yummy. If you like the spit of a man and a woman, an attractive man and woman, why wouldn't you like the spit of God? You see the point? It's even better. It's really pure. This is all, this lust thing in the world. Pollution, all pollution down here. But that is really divine. See, so people, it says right there in the Bible, the intelligent devotees would drink. The Lord is foaming in ecstasy. Can you imagine the Lord in ecstasy, foaming coming out of his mouth, and the devotees down there drinking it, man. Holy. You see how it works? If you think, oh yeah, I like making out with a man and woman because I love them, right? Oh, I love their spit and stuff, and my tongue in their tongue and all that spit and stuff. But it's beautiful because I love them, right? Right? It's okay, right? Or I lust after them. Oh yeah, I love it. Then you have a chance to have the Lord's divine, mucus and spit in there. Oh, it was like, whoa, man, this is so the one with the most intelligence. They like that. It's hard to understand, but I think that's a good way to explain it. You like the spit of a woman or a man, then you're making out with. Why wouldn't you like the? Yeah, see, Amy's getting it, man. That means the Lord is in there. Otherwise, she can't get it. Nobody can get this stuff. You get realizations like that. Why? Because she has faith in what's going on. She had faith in the Gaur Hari Das, right? She even says she even demonstrates it. Yeah. She said something really cute the other day. I'm smitten with you, Gaur Hari Das, and I'm proud of it. Now that's something. Proud of that. See, loving a devotee. You know what that's saying to me? What that means? Oh, if you love a devotee, that means you love Krishna. I mean, that's the scriptures. Those who claim to love me directly don't really love me. But those who are lovers of my devotees really, truly love me. That's why she has nice things to say. Good poetic verses come from her. See? Because that's the real path. If you don't see other people that are worshiping or believing in the preaching of those who are not having God, the true God living in them, so they don't have verses sprout from their mouths or ecstasy sprout from their hearts and their eyes and springing up, it means it's real going on here. I'm telling you, man, this is just for the benefit of the world. I'd like to see millions of people getting this, and instead of millions of people just dying and taking another, material birth. I would love to see people living for God. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Love your shirt. This is Janaki. She's the only one who finds me clothes that fit. Usually I tell people I want to buy me something. Don't bother, man. It won't fit. She finds a thing that always fits. Usually, not always, but most of the time. Better than what I can find. Boy, is she a good thrift store finder, man. She goes into the thrift store. She finds gold in there. She finds new stuff. I mean, like this shirt. She probably found it at a thrift store, but it's like brand new. No, maybe she did find it. She probably was new. Maybe not. You know, she finds a lot of good stuff in those thrift shops. River's probably good at that too. You find good stuff in thrift shops? Okay, go ahead there. Well, actually, you know what? I think that's enough for now. Let's take a little break here. I become more and more smitten every day. It feels limitless. Limitless. Ah, she has secret shops. What are you guys getting from this guy, this old guy, this old man? All you get is just talking about Krishna. That's what you're smitten with. You just like these words. You don't really like me. You like these words. You like these preaching. That's what you like. You don't like me. They don't really like me. They just like these words.
Mark, the whole, complete whole, everything.
Yeah, man, we have a good time here in our side. It's just so great, man. This is just like right out of the what we just read. They were just going on like this also, you know, this went on, Hari Katha every day, talking about Krishna, doing Sankirtan, you know, just having a great time, you know, and liberating the world. The world needs this. I mean, the world is suffering. People are suffering because of lack of knowledge of this, lack of contact with real life, you know. Okay, my friends. Thank you very much for coming, man. It's been awesome. Another 3-hour program of bliss and ecstasy and happiness, true happiness. And we're doing this is doing our part for the work of the Lord. You know, everybody is, you know, the demons are doing their part, the demigods doing their part, creating a little friction, and this, we're doing our part. You know, it's just starting the sacrificial fire, you know, what they're doing here, and then Krishna appears. Yeah. You notice their friction now, it's causing our preaching to come forth. I never preached this bold before. Never said these kind of things before. Yeah, it's all because of this friction. So all glories to you, demons and demigods, doing your thing. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're all going to benefit from this. Keep rubbing the sticks together and get that sacrificial fire lit, and this is what comes out of it. Real truth and bliss and ecstasy and benediction for all. And on that note, sayonara. Hasta la vista, baby Jesus.